Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, we got something to go over from the Star Trek Paramount YouTube channel. So, on screen, yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor, hit that like button. Also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, as we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains where we can share our love, our passion for things Star Trek. Now, with that said, here we go, captains. We have a trailer for Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 2. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the actual trailer itself in its entirety. I'm not gonna go over it until the end, just in case I have to actually edit it out. With that said, because of copyright reasons, that said, I will leave the actual link to the trailer in the description below. That, captains, you can go watch it. But regardless, we should be able to go through the paused screenshots that we will do after. But again, we'll play it in entirety right now. Hopefully we don't have to cut it out, but we'll see. Here we go. Yes! Fuck. I'm sorry, captains. But I'm also gonna give it, yes! Oh my god. Okay, captains, that was awesome. My face is hurting from smiling, but there's a lot to unpack there. So again, if I have to edit that little part out, even me laughing, that's fine. We're gonna go over the screenshots here. Of course, drop my two ECs, my thoughts on what we just saw. Now, some of these things we've already seen, but a lot of it is new. So we've seen this already. This is when Spock gave his first engage command, or I would like to make it go fast now. Kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Now, like I said, there was a lot of things going on here. So we get this first shot here of the little shuttle that I like to call it, the shuttle, that is coming into orbit pretty quick. Now, I thought it was damaged, but it just looks like there's something on it. And of course, we have Ortegas here piloting, and Pike just doing his Pike thing. I don't know why the resolution of this is that way. My apologies, Caps. But she's just kind of showing off her pilot skills. I hope we get more Ortegas this season. I do actually love the character. She has got a lot of spunk and sass. And again, we have Pike doing Pikeisms like already. But she pulls this maneuver. We knew that this was going to happen in terms of the Pikeisms, but it's back in full force. And of course, love that shuttle. Now there's the Pike peak there, the Pike peak. And we have Ortega saying something about the war, so hopefully that is expanded upon a little bit more. We have this beautiful shot here of the Enterprise. Glad they didn't really change anything to it. I'm more happy that they just kept it the way it is. I don't think you need to change it at all. So there is that beautiful shot of it flying through. It looks like the Enterprise got shrunk and it's flying through a forest here. That just looks so cool. Can't wait to see that. I think we're gonna get a backstory on Uhura, on what had happened to her grandparents there, that we got a little backstory on from the first season. But this was quite shocking. Well, Pike's girlfriend is back, I think. I think that is her, I forget her name, but that is a Gorn ship if I'm not mistaken. So, but it looks like it's invading a planet. I have some other thoughts here. Of course, we get Una. Spock again saying, make it go fast now. The Enterprise doing its Enterprise things. Now, I think there is some time travel shenanigans here, because we have Kirk and La'an here, I believe, in street clothes, and then we've seen them already in the trailer, going to like a department store of some sort. So there's going to be a little, I'm not sure if they're going to try to do a love connection here. I'm thinking a little bit so. And I think Kirk here is actually talking to her, if I'm not mistaken. But now I see this scene here, and it feels, I'm getting some like Genghis Khan vibes here. Like old will make a little bit more sense than, well, that makes sense because of what we saw at the very end, but we'll get to that at the end. Nice little action sequences here. Yeah, some old school clothing here. I really think that this is time travel and they go back in time somehow, whether it be Earth or another place, I'm not sure. The Spock here, I believe, walking on the hull of a derelict ship. It looks like a Connie. Not sure if this is another ship that they're going to see, but he confronted with an alien here. I'm not sure. These things were going so fast, but there was, oh, M'Benga. Can't wait. I love M'Benga. I love all the characters, not gonna lie. We saw this already, Spock kind of having a good old shout with the Klingons that look like, say it with me, Caps, Klingons. We've got some ships here too as well. Oh, we get a little bit of a tease of the new chief engineer, and the voice itself. I think this is gonna work. I think it's gonna work. Quite like the vibes I already felt just from that little line there. So I think this is the ship that Spock was walking on, so it might happen in fact afterwards, but there is that. Now this is interesting. A kiss between Spock and Chapel. It happened already in the first season when they were trying to convince Angel that they were, or not Angel, T'Pring, that they were together, but I don't know. And well, we knew that Chapel had a thing for Spock, and whether they're obviously going to expand on it, whether they're going to change sort of how things happen here before this one is the reason where T'Pring leaves him. I don't know. But then we see Spock doing some cheer, which is weird because, right, emotions, whatever. Lovely shot again of the Enterprise. Uhura, M'Benga. I think this is Spock, and the same shot that we saw him earlier walking on the actual ship there. I think that's Chapel, I believe. Spock and Una, and of course there is Pike's girlfriend. A new shuttle? I think that's a new shuttle. So we're gonna get some new shuttles here. Shittles. See what that looks like. No hint of new ships yet, but there was talk of some shenanigans there from Uhura saying we're all here, the fact that they're all there together. So, and I think that is alluding to the time travel that we saw. And then of course we now a relationship forming between Kirk and Uhura. See how that pans out. We get this action sequence here of the Enterprise getting shot. Again, we're back to formed shields here. That's fresh. Oh, look, they're fighting the Gorn. Fresh off the Picard season 3 ending where I saw my favorite bubble shield. Now we're back to formed shields. Sure. Yes, it is what it is. I'm not going to try to look into it. And then we get this. Okay, so this is the crossover that we did cover. I thought it was going to be a cartoon because there was that commercial too that had Pike and Mariner in cartoon form, but this is the surprise. They're gonna be actually, and look, they're wearing their lower decks uniforms. So they've traveled back in time, or they've traveled in the future. I think these two more went back in time. Is my guess. Have some training there. I think that's Uhura and Chapel, I believe. So I think they're gonna expound on their friendship. That's awesome. Wow, look at that. There's going to be a space suit shot there with, I think that's Spock, and the Enterprise in the background. Looks really cool. Oh, I didn't see this. Look, the Enterprise battling out with Klingons. Ooh, yes. That looks so cool. I cannot wait for that. Of course, Ortegas is going to be on the helm for that, doing those crazy maneuvers. Here it is. The what made me laugh. Live long and prosper, Mr. Boimler, and you live long. It did. It did. So good. It's so good. It's so good. I love that. I'm looking forward to this crossover between Star Trek Strange New World and Star Trek Lower Decks. I cannot wait. I feel the same excitement I had when I first started covering the trailers, and definitely we're going to be doing our reviews of Strange New World as well when this drops. Captains, we are so excited to share our excitement here on the bridge, of course, with you. I would like to know what you captains think. So do us a huge favor, like this video, comment below, let us know what you thought was pretty cool in this trailer. Let us know your thoughts on what this whole means. This time travel, time display, whatever type shenanigans we're going to be seeing here in Strange New Worlds. But the overall feeling I have from it is the same that I had from the first season trailers. And then, of course, when we watched season 1 of Stranger Worlds, was not disappointed. High marks across the board, and I cannot wait again to keep just enjoying, experiencing Stranger Worlds, because I do love this series, and now probably gonna love it more because there's gonna be a more boiler. We're using this as the thumbnail. I cannot not use this as a thumbnail. So, all right, captains, also do us a favor, subscribe to the YouTube Bridge. We will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.
We'll give it one more. Yes, yes!